everybody, I'm Lisa Faye, and today I'm going to show you a crafting tutorial of different items you can make using these cut out hearts. You're not just limited to hearts, but I'm using hearts for this example, and yeah. So you can make many different things. Hair clips, of course, I'm going to show just using these simple little contour clips, which are inexpensive and readily available. Also rings, necklace pendants, and earrings. And one more item. What's the other one? Oh, a key ring too. And these are just some examples. They're all just different variations on the same sort of idea here. So I just want to note that I did use leather for this craft. You can use leather, pleather, or even cork fabric. I used cork fabric on my necklace and my ring right here, and then this is leather. I didn't actually use any pleather for this craft because I didn't have any on hand. A note about the leather, and that is that the leather I used was all reclaimed leather. It's all leather that was left over from industrial production for furniture or purses or jackets or just any other assorted leather products. And you can buy this type of remnant leftover reclaimed leather from many places, but I just happened to get mine off of Amazon. So no additional animals had to die in order for me to do this craft here today. So, you know, from kind of an ethical standpoint, I can justify that a little bit more than if I would have just bought like leather that was produced just for my crafting needs. So the fact that it's just, you know, leftover leather that was going to go to waste anyway, I kind of feel a little bit better that I can, you know, repurpose it, I guess. You're definitely not limited to just hearts. I have a pair of earrings here that I made from the cork fabric, and these are teardrop shapes, and they're super lightweight and comfortable, and the leather ones are really lightweight and comfortable as well. Anyway, this is something that's really easy to do. I really think that all ages could do this craft, and yeah, I think it's cute, and there's a lot of different options, so I'm gonna run through all of the different options of what you can make in this video, and yeah, just to give you some ideas. This is part of my Christmas crafting series here on YouTube. Please check out my other videos. All of my ideas and DIYs are things that are a little bit different than the normal type of things that you see out there for suggestions this type of year. And they're all easy, inexpensive, and don't really require a whole lot of artistic ability to pull off. You'll find affiliate links to the different items you'll need in the description box for this video. I'll be donating a portion of any proceeds from affiliate link sales to National Food Bank Feeding America, as well as my local food bank, Second Harvest of Silicon Valley. As I said before, the leather that I used in this project is scrap leather that's left over from industrial production. And when you buy it like this, you don't really have control over the sizes, shapes, colors of the leathers you're going to receive. But it's kind of a surprise, and you just work with what you get. And in my case here, I got a really good assortment of different colors and types of leather to work with, and the sizes of the pieces were really great as well. Here is the cork fabric that I used. It has some gold flecks in there. It's really pretty. It's easy to work with. A little bit expensive, but a little bit goes a long way as well. This is the adhesive that I use, E6000. It works super well. All right, I made a template for my hearts just out of paper, and I used an extra fine point Sharpie to trace the heart designs with the templates on the backs of the leather. You always want to trace on the back side of the leather, which is the sort of soft, fluffy side. Then I just got my scissors and cut out the leather shapes. And I have to say that these scissors worked really well. You want to use a really sharp pair of scissors, and it helps if they have a really good kind of pointy tip on them. That way you can have precision cutting. But this is a really sharp pair of scissors, and they're spring-loaded, so it was really easy to cut through the leather. basically just figured out what sizes and colors I wanted, and then just cut everything out in bulk. The first item I'm going to make are earrings, and I'm using a really small hole punch in order to punch a hole at the sort of top intersection of each of the smaller hearts. I'm then using some ear hooks to just feed it through the hole and make a pair of earrings. The earrings are actually the only item I make which does not require the E6000. You just need a hole punch for those, and that's it. There's nothing to glue with the earrings. So I'm making another pair right now, use the hole punch and feed the ear wires through. These type of ear wires don't require any pliers or anything like that, but if you're using traditional fishhook earrings, then you'll definitely need some jump rings as well and some pliers. Now I'm using my Cork fabric and just doing pretty much the exact same thing that I did with the other ones as well. With the darker Cork backing, I need to use a white pencil in order to do the tracing instead of the Sharpie. I find it's easier and a lot less messy if you cut everything all at once and then switch to gluing everything all at once. In order to keep things clean and organized, I use a dedicated cookie sheet that I bought at the dollar store in order to contain all of my adhesive projects. I also use some Q-tips to apply the adhesive, and I find that that works really well. So here I am just adhering the rings, the ring blanks, and the pendant blanks to the backs of the heart shapes. And that's super easy to do, and it really doesn't take too long to dry either. Really, the most important part of this step is to make sure that everything is centered when you do this. For the hair clips, you sort of want to alternate which side you put the heart facing, because that way the clip can be worn on either side of the head. And on the contour clips, I'm just applying the E6000 to the very end of it. You don't want to apply it to the entire clip. You just want to stick it on kind of the flat portion at one end that doesn't open. And I am sticking the little edges of the clips against the edge of the cookie sheet to kind of elevate them a little bit. This is optional, but since it's a curved clip, I find that that works pretty well. make a key ring using 2 identical cutout hearts, larger hearts, and a small thin strip of leather. You can see I take this small thin strip of leather and I get one of those key ring loops and I sort of loop it through there and then glue it. Then I take some E6000 and spread it on one side of the heart and sandwich that strip that has the keyring loop in the middle of the 2 hearts. And you really want to make sure you put enough of the E6000 in there to really get everything to stick, but not so much that it comes out on the other sides of the hearts. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and I hope to see you back again soon. Bye.